Well, hello everyone and welcome to our farm here today. My name is William Irvine, dairy farmer from County Armagh. We have a very typical family farm, typical for Northern Ireland. Farm alongside my wife and my son, running 140 high-yielding Holstein Friesian cows. And just today we had loaded a cow onto the lorry to go for slaughter because it tested positive with TB. And that's a very common and typical occurrence on farms, cattle farms right across Northern Ireland. And on one level, I'm very fortunate that I only lost one. There's a lot more significant interventions across Northern Ireland. But having said that one animal was just coming to the end of its first lactation. It had not fulfilled the purpose of it being reared. It hadn't by no means justified the cost and expense of rearing it and the breeding that was in it. Yeah, and in those situations, you know, where herds are closed for a number of years, like the implications for the build-up of stock on farm and the implications for cash flow because of the rearing and the feeding of all those stock are huge. To carry out a TB test, all animals need to go through what's referred to as a crush, and that's a handling cage where they walk into so the vet can administer the test. They tend not to want to do that, so they have to be encouraged in. The test happens on day one, and then when they're injected, and then the reaction to that injection is read on day 4. So there's 2 days of that. On outland stock, those stock have to be brought to where there is handling facilities, or there has to be temporary handling facilities got in place. When you think of TB at farm level, there's a real nervousness on the lead up to any TB test, because this time I lost one, and as I say, that's minor on one scale. But until you actually read those tests, you don't know why you're losing 1 or 50. And these tests, because in a perfect world you would do an annual test, and that would be a one-off, and that would be, you could cope with that. But in the situation like mine where I'm now closed, I'll be testing every 60 days until I get clear. It is common in bad breakdowns for men to be closed several years. Hopefully in my case I'll get out of that quicker, but I honestly, standing here today, I do not know how long this journey will last. And that's one of the other stresses to this. We are complete passengers on this journey. And in my involvement with the Farmers Union over this last number of years, as dairy chair and now as deputy president, on the few occasions I have seen farmers absolutely stressed to their limits, to the point of tears, sitting at their own kitchen table or looking at empty sheds, it has always been because of TB disease.